When it comes to sports in Lorain, your station to watch is TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Good afternoon and welcome to Lorain High School. It's freshman boys basketball. Today, the freshman Titans at 6-5 on the season host a friendly neighbor, the Clearview Clippers, at 8-1 on the season. And Bob, this has kind of got to be a mid-January tradition, the extended day with the boys and girls Clippers. This year, just the boys triple header, but we'll lead it off with the freshmen. And
I love freshman basketball. And Jay, before we go on, I want to welcome you back. First time back this year.
Well,
is that
thank
correct?
you. Yes, it is.
Great to work with you. I love freshman basketball, as you know. On the offensive end, at this point, teams shouldn't be forcing things, forcing passes, running to the ball and so forth. And on the defensive end, I'm just looking for simple things like, do you have your head on the basketball? Are you in a good stance? Guys off the ball at this point should have a clue about what help side defense is and positioning on the floor. I mean, those are the things I'm looking for.
Well, the scoreboard's on, so we'll focus on wins and losses, but because that's how you measure yourself. But it's a growth level,
yep.
and that's what as a varsity JV coach, you're looking for growth at the lower levels. And as the teams huddle for last-minute instructions, we'll take a timeout and be back with the tip right after this message.
Louis definitely has it on lock. As you see him right here, throwing it on his first hit, no problem. Typical Blyler fashion. Whoa!
I'm Gretchen Blyler, Olympic silver medalist.
And I'm Louis Vito, U.S. Snowboarding Grand Prix champion.
It's taken a lot of work to get where we are in snowboarding.
I love being active all year round, whether it's snowboarding, dancing, or just hanging out with your friends outdoors.
Say yes to a healthy lifestyle and no to underage drinking.
To become an all-star, go to asklistenlearn.com.
Opening tip, and we're underway. Lorain controls the tip. 24, Deshaun Brooks. Ahead to number 10, Carlos Chavez. Down underneath, that's Marquay Black right. Whistle up and in and fouled. Foul is 55, Tracy Daniels of Clearview. Set the starters for you for Lorain. Carlos Chavez, number 10. And number 11 is Walter Turner. Deshaun Brooks, 23. Marquay Black right, 35. And Robert Mahaffey, number 13. Three-point play for Black Right gets us underway at 3-0. This is Jamel Billings, number 3, the point guard for the Clips. He's joined by Jacob Collier there, number 11, 25, Jonathan Couch. That is 23.
Wow.
Todd sets it, hits it. 3 points for Deary Todd.
Jay, I was just down on the floor. The young man is at least 6'3".
Long one from Brooks. Off the back, no. Long rebound by Lorain, up and in, and that's Walter Turner. 5-3 Lorain, pressure. Steal there, but right back at you. That's Todd with the ball. Deary, and now we get it ahead to Collier, who'll bring it in. Guarded by Brooks. Poked away. Recovered by Collier.
A lot of pressure.
Steal there. Chavez underneath, Black Right, no. Rebound recovered by Brooks. One-handed pass all alone underneath. Marquay Black Right's got 5.
Nice.
And it's 7-3 Lorain. Trap, blocking foul called.
Jay, a lot of pressure by the freshman Titans. I mean, in the half court, obviously, and full court.
Robert Mahaffey gets the foul, his first, team's first. And now the press break. Inbounds to Todd and back to Billings. Janelle Billings, a familiar name to us, Bob. We both coached his dad.
Right, Lamell.
Offensive rebound, Collier. They'll come back outside. 25 is Couch. Runner on the way, no. Rebound, up and good. Count it, Tracy Daniels, and a foul. 13, Mahaffey quickly with his second foul. And Lorain coach Brian Clark to the bench. And David Ramos reports. Foul shot up, back of the rim, the wire, no. Rebound out to Turner. Deshaun Brooks ahead, one-on-one basket, good. Deshaun Brooks, a very skilled young man for his size. I remember him last year at Longfellow.
Jay, and for the Titans, I mean, this is a good class. There are 3 players playing up, including, Bohannon, 6'3" freshman playing varsity basketball. Hit a big basket last night.
Steele on the inbound. Brooks has it in the corner. Black right. On the run, are going to call him for traveling. He did the modified LeBron there, putting it in the crook of his arm. You talk about watching kids grow, Bob. I had Marquay in class as a 7th and 8th grader, and he's grown about 6 inches. Inbound the ball to Collier. Collier race it up the far side against Chavez. Down in the corner. Turn, fire, no. Backside rebound to Billings. And this is Jacob Collier. Steal there on the ball by Chavez. He comes down 2-on-2, spins in the lane.
Move, yes.
Up and in.
Wow.
Carlos Chavez, 9-5 Lorain. 4:15 to go, first quarter. This is Collier against Ramos in the lane. Runner, got it. Jacob Collier. Walter Turner pulls up at the arc. Deshaun Brooks penetrates down the lane.
Wow.
In.
Coach Clark has some players.
Right, as I said, very talented young man. Again, down the right side is Billings. He'll stop and pop. Ramos the rebound on the back, and here comes Walter Turner for Lorain. 2-on-1, spin in the lane.
Look at that.
Up and in.
My goodness, that is really a high skill level for a freshman.
15-7 Lorain, 3.5 to go, first quarter. Bob, we might get to 100. Pass cross court and out of bounds off the hands of Jonathan Couch.
Well, what I like is, the Titans, they make good choices passing the basketball. They really do. They haven't turned it over yet.
Brooks will walk it up now through, this is where you're going to get maybe a chance to see now they're going to run some sort of an offense. They haven't had to. Looks like a little bit of a stack there. Brooks will all by himself shoot it. Rebound off to Couch and out to Billings. Billings comes ahead 1-on-3. Underhand pass down the lane. Going to be called for a travel is Jerry Todd. Buzzer, and we get some reinforcements in. 33, Jeremiah Soto. 15, Michael Evans for the blue and gold of Clearview. And for Lorain, who was it? 20, Alec Bowles. Steal there by Couch. Breakaway. Up, no. Rebound and foul. That foul is going to be on Evans. Bob, one of the things that Clearview has to adjust to in this game is the speed of the game.
Exactly.
They're 8-1, but
right, but they're not accustomed to this kind of speed and athleticism. Right.
Their league doesn't play to this pace. Floater no good. Clearview off with a board and a reach-in foul. I think they're going to get 11. Turner. Let's see. Yep, Walter Turner, his first and the third on the team. 15-7 as Clearview will inbound with Evans. This is Billings. Todd, that's his spot. He likes it. Long shots give long rebounds, and Clearview's got one, and now Billings will heave one. No. Todd up, no, but he's going to get whacked and get a couple of throws for his efforts. Deshaun Brooks, the foul.
I'm impressed with the Titans' half-court defense also. They've had that one turnover on the entry pass down here, but other than that, it's been very good. And defensively, they're in good position. They have good pressure on the basketball.
Todd, first throw is good. 4 points in the game now. 15-8, Lorain. Second one, front rim, back rim, no. Rebound is Bowles. And here comes Brooks. Pass underneath, no, out of bounds. Lorain turns it over that time. What size, how tall would you say Deshaun Brooks is?
He looks to me to be about 6,
I think
5'11".
No, I'm thinking he's closer to 6'3".
Really?
To be perfectly honest
Well,
with you, because I know he's taller than I am because I had him in class last year. And that's without the hair. Mine or his.
Okay, they have him listed at 6'2" in the program.
Okay. Walter Turner with the steal. He comes back against Todd. Crosses it a couple times, brings it back down the middle. Kicks it to Brooks. Set shot from 20. No. Rebound Couch. And back comes Billings. One hands it around, and there's Todd from his spot. No. Couch a rebound up, glass, no. Rebound fought for, pops out. Billings will try, front rim, no. Another rebound, and that is Brooks with 1.5 minutes to go.
Nice pass.
Walter Turner gets it ahead, layup up and in.
Brooks did something there that impresses me. He was able to bring the ball and look up the floor.
17-8 Lorain. Turner has 6.
Not
Couch.
many freshmen can do that.
Good. He's got 2. Jonathan Couch, 17-10 Lorain. The pace has slowed down a little bit, Bob. Oh, Couch just took one off the noggin as Turner tried to one-hand it to Brooks, who was behind the defense. Walter going to have a seat. Javon Lane in for Walter Turner. 1:05 to go. Lorain's ball on a painful deflection. And Mr. Couch is going to get to have a seat. And into the Clearview lineup it returns Jacob Collier. This is Ramos.
Little open
33,
5.
Quentin Pardon.
The ball screen.
Ramos. Brooks down the lane. Underhand one-hander. Got it. Deshaun Brooks with 6. 40 seconds to go. Lorain 19-10 over the Clips. One-hand pass in the lane. Up. No foul. .33 Quentin Pardon's going to get the foul. Derry Todd's back to the line. He was just there and split a pair. 4 points in the game. First shot front rim, back rim, board, and in.
Young man Todd's going to be a player, Jay. I mean, he's already 6'3".
Without knowing, I mean, the Todd name at Clearview is synonymous with athletic excellence. I wonder where he
Pretty big
fits
body.
into the family.
Nice little
Second
stroke
shot,
there.
no. Rebound off to the Clips. Jeremiah Soto up, no. Tipped around, and Alec Bowles recovers it and gets it over to Brooks with 23 seconds to go. They'll walk ahead, look over to Brian Clark. He's going to want to play for one. Clearview settles into a 2-3 zone. Javon Lane, Deshaun Brooks, Alec Bowles, number 20. 12,
7.
David Ramos. They ought to be, well, they're going to get one maybe. Javon Lane's going to heave one. Too strong for everything after one. It's Lorain, 19. Clearview, 11. Back with second quarter action right after this timeout.
Freedom to think for yourself.
To disagree with the government.
Freedom to be equal.
To be different.
Freedom to raise a family.
To marry the man I love.
The freedom to worship the God of my choice.
To live with dignity.
The freedom to be me.
To be whatever I want to be.
Defending freedom for over 200 years.
Back here at Lorain High, freshman basketball. The Clearview Clippers 9th graders will inbound trailing 19-11 after one. Jeremiah Soto, this is number 11, Jacob Collier. Jamel Billings, 3, down low. Todd, and spin, no. Rebound, Clearview up, in, and that is Jeremiah Soto. Clearview's probably about as big as they can go, judging what they, as they've adjusted on the fly. Soto and Todd and 15 Evans give them a little bit bigger line than they started with. Shot no, rebound no by Bowles, tipped up again on the deck. Clearview will come away with it. This is Billings, one-hand pass down in the corner to Soto. Billings will throw 3 and hit it. Jamal Billings, first 5 quick ones for Clearview, and it's 19-16 Lorain. Walter Turner against the packed-in 2-3 zone. I think this is what I would do. Billings intercepts in the passing lane, one-hand pass across, tipped away by Turner, and we'll come back the other way. Right idea, you just got to jump stop and see if he's going to get a shot or not. Like that. Walter Turner with 8. And it's 21-16 Lorain. Turner's got great length up top there.
He sure does.
Billings throws it ahead. This is Soto, 3-on-1 over Bowles, up and in.
Soto has some very good footwork under the basket. Really gets off after the offensive glass, too.
It's the shoes, Bob.
Good play.
Those highlighter shoes. Turner at the top against the zone. The zone is
packed in.
Yeah. Get back there, I'd be yelling. Javon Lane throwing another one. Backside rebound to Soto. Collier will have it. Lorain will pick up full court. Collier told on himself but didn't get a whistle. Todd down across court. You're going to get a whistle on a foul on Turner. Really deceptive because all 10 players stopped on that possession when
assuming the turnover
that didn't get called, and it never got back into float. Now 35, Marquay Black Wright returns to the Lorain lineup. Brandon Sturgill out for the Titans with an injury. Their best defensive player, according to Coach Brian Clark. Slapped away there by Chavez, and it'll go out of bounds off of him and stay with the Clippers. Hunter Fuqua into the Lorain lineup, replacing Walter Turner. Hunter, another one of those young men I had in class, and comes from a long line of Lorain athletes. His uncle Jason Williams was a player at Lorain High, the other Lorain High.
Reverse the basketball, fellas.
Hunter Fuqua off the bench to try one, no. Billings the long rebound, 21-18, Clearview with a chance. Step back but for 2, no. Rebound to Brooks, and off we go. And this is where Lorain's done their damage. That's different area code for Brooks, no good. Whistle, ball out of bounds to the Clips. 21-18 Lorain.
The change to a zone J for the Clippers has been effective. It's completely taken away.
Yes.
Dribble drive, slowed the tempo.
Well, and the other thing is, more effective use of the turnover. When they're throwing it away, it's going out of bounds, and Lorain's not able to run.
21-20.
Michael Evans on a nice feed from Billings.
You know, just watching the two teams warm up, if somebody would have told me it was 21-20 with 3:50 left.
Well, Bob, Clearview has made Lorain play in the half court for the last 7 minutes. Long shot, no. Billings, long rebound. Clearview with a chance to take the lead. One-hand pass underneath. And just didn't read the situation the same, and Billings' pass will go out of bounds. You know, Bob, we talked about it at the quarter. Seen a lot from both teams with the one-hand pass, and there's the danger of it. You can't bring that one back.
Right.
Brooks at the top. This is Bowles, cross court again, taken by Billings. Cross pass there to Collier, who'll bring it back out. Pretty good decision there. Todd into the lane. Pass off to Billings. Billings down the lane, back to Todd. Not a lot of wasted energy there by Todd. He gets it and shoots it, and back come the Titans, and this is Brooks with a chance to run up toward the rim, no. And Soto had it knocked away, and it'll be a turnover. 21-20 Lorain. It was 19-11 at the quarter.
We've had obviously scored just 2 points in this.
9-2 Clearview in the second.
No. No, don't do that.
you know, Bob, the hard part about playing against the zone for a lot of young players is that you know, it's like the baseball offense. You don't play for the home run. You gotta get a couple of singles and get it together. You need to move the ball.
You have to reverse the basketball.
And there's a lead for Clearview as Deary Todd has his 8th point.
You have to attack the seams. You have to attack it from behind. You have to be patient.
Get it reversed. Get it in the middle if you can. Play inside out. All those things that coaches everywhere say really are the truth. And Lorain's had problems slowing the tempo down and remaining effective offensively. Clearview content to have them stand around on offense.
You know, and obviously if Lorain doesn't score, they can't get into their pressure.
Right. Another runner for Brooks. No, Todd had it and kind of iced it. Long one-hand pass behind the defense, up and in. That is Jeremiah Soto. Nice find by Billings. 25-21 on a 14-2 run right now. Clearview in the quarter. Chavez, the body language is totally different for Lorain right now. The zone has done that. About 25 feet away, shot off the rim, no. Clearview rebound again. Here comes Collier down the right side. Two-hand bounce pass behind Todd, picked up by Lorain and then thrown. Let's see what they call here.
I don't know. That could be called a foul or clip her out of bounds, because I thought it was definitely off the
This was three. This was third on my guess, because I thought there might have been a foul, but there was definitely a white jersey the last to touch it. But it'll stay with Lorain, I guess, on something for everyone there. No foul and no turnover. Walter Turner back into the lineup and running the offense. Hunter Fuqua. Alec Bowles tees one up for 3. Got one. His first 3, and Titans close to within 1. Down the lane, up, no. Todd back up, no. Bowles the rebound. Jeremiah Soto's been a factor, Bob.
Yeah, he sure has.
Fuqua for 3. Back rims that one. Rebound off to Evans, and I think there was the same situation right there where Evans might have been the last to touch it, but there was a ticky-tack foul. Oh, now they're going to switch it and give it. He was the last to touch it. Turner will take it, bring it into the lane, jump stop up from 5 in good.
Penetrate the seam.
Walter Turner with 10 to lead everyone, has the Titans back on top. Billings, Turner takes it away from him and back they come. He's been the difference right now. Whistling, that one's going to be a step too many.
Was it, Jay?
I think. In any event, when he bobbled that ball and it didn't look natural, you're going to get that call as often as you're not. I always tell kids, officials don't necessarily call fouls or violations. They call what they see as fouls and violations. So don't tell me you didn't hit him. 15 seconds to go. Inbound taken away by Lorain. Whistle foul. That foul is going to be on Evans. It's going to be his second. Only the third on the Clips as a team. Going to go the half without a 1-and-1, it looks like, Bob. Fuqua inbound to Turner with 13 and a half. And they'll walk it up, and Clearview will get back.
Down to 8.
Same situation at the end of the quarter.
Down to 3 seconds.
Lorain threw up a prayer. Turner's going to get it over to Fuqua, who's going to fade away and not get a good look. 26 Lorain, 25 Clearview. We've played a half. Back with more after this timeout.
McGruff the crime dog here. We've all heard of identity theft. Now I'm going to show you how those thieves do it. Watch. He's secretly photographing her credit card with his cell phone. Now watch. They pretend they have a package to deliver, and while they're trying to fit it in the mailbox, they're taking her credit card payments and other paid bills. To learn how to protect yourself from identity theft, go to weprevent.org. Keep your identity to yourself and help take a bite out of crime.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Back here at Lorain, Walter Turner will bring the ball up for the 9th grade Titans. They lead by 1, 26-25 over the Clips. Turner leading scorer in the ball game with 10 points. He is joined by number 20 is Alec Bowles. That looks to be number 2, Dantes Leisure. On the far side, 13, Robert Mahaffey, who was only in for a second and got in foul trouble. And Marquay Blackwright on the baseline behind the zone. Spacing inside has been a problem for Lorain, and they've resorted to that since Clearview went to the zone.
But that zone is very much packed in, Jay. I mean, everybody's got a foot in the paint.
Jamel Billings down low. Deary Todd drop step and a foul.
You want to cup that in the post on the ball side and help should have slid over. It wasn't there.
Marquay Blackwright's first foul, first on the Titans. Very rapidly played first half, Bob. We didn't have a 1-and-1.
Didn't even have a chance to read any of the spots.
Deary Todd's first foul shot up and front rim, no. He's now 2 of 5, and all 5 of them have been very flat and hit the front of the rim. Young man needs a little bit more up and a little less out. Front of the rim again. Into the lane, the rebound. Fumble recovery, whistle, timeout, Clearview, so they'll retain possession. Alertly called on the sidelines. Go ahead there.
Well, Jay, I'm a fan of what I'm about to read. If you're a sports fan, high school basketball, obviously you know it's back, and with the excitement of Lorain Schools basketball, there's always a game to watch. So turn your channel to WLCS TV 20 and watch all of them. Win, lose, or draw, our kids give their best. Lorain School Employees Credit Union supports our schools, 4459 Oberlin Avenue, 282-4600. Neil Summers, good place to invest your money or borrow if you are retired or a current employee of Lorain City Schools.
Bob, I am there as often as anyone.
I am there too.
Clearview to inbound, 26-25. They trail by 1.
Nice little
down underneath, and Mr. Todd hits the basket to go to double figures and put Clearview back on top. Lorain was up 19-11 at the end of the first, but Clearview went on a 14-2 run to get the lead, and they led until the last basket of the half when Lorain went back up on top. Walter Turner.
Well, that is packed
That is a packed-in zone.
Isn't a whole lot of room.
They want to go baseline. That's Marquay Blackwright. Baseline move. Blocked from the side. That's Couch. And the Clips will come back.
Wow.
Jacob Collier, number 11. Entry pass. Drop step rejected and then saved underneath. That was Tracy Daniels, but he saved it to Well
done right there.
Marquay Blackwright for 2, 28-27 Lorain. There's the hand grenade pass over to Billings. Takes it down to the baseline, looks through, three-pointer up and good, and that's Jonathan Couch. You know, Bob, I think in terms of offensive developments, and you credit Rick Patino for that, the baseline drive and the pitch to the far corner has, something that's just come into, fundamentals in the last 10 years or so. Turner bowls his way down the lane, had it knocked away. Everybody with a foot in the paint, and Clearview comes back with it. Billings throws 3 again, short. Couch the rebound up, and no, rebound tipped around. Blackwright had it with Todd, jump ball, and nope. Foul. Foul on Todd.
Foul on Todd.
First, team second. 23 Todd got the reach, and Coach Sally not overly impressed with that call.
No, I'm not. I agree.
Mahaffey, Turner.
Without getting too technical, the Titans have to see who's guarding wing reversal one time.
Well, they're not.
See if the baseline would be open.
It appears to be, but it's so packed in that It appears that also that Mahaffey's three is long to the backside, and back comes Billings. He got whacked.
Jay, now that we have a moment,
Walter Turner's third.
We're talking about how effective this zone is at the freshman level for the Clippers. Your feelings about the zone in general for freshmen as far as development is concerned?
Well, program philosophy. Clearview varsity has long been a 2-3 zone team. I think they've played more man-to-man in recent years. But, you certainly should not do anything out of the nature of what the program needs you to do. Billings long rebound, no to Leisure, and they'll come back. And I think that's what the situation is here.
In my opinion, even if we were a Syracuse 2-3 zone team, my lower levels would be playing man-to-man.
Well, you have to know how to move your feet. There's no doubt about that. And if you play an active zone, you can do that. I think this is just a matter of expedience with the size of the two teams as much as anything. I think if they were to try to match up with Lorain, there'd be mismatches across the floor. Walter Turner, the point guard, seems to tipped up and in by Alec Bowles. His 5th point, and we're tied at 30. But right here, Billings is listed, not listed, but I'd say he's what, 5'6"?
If that.
And how tall is Turner on the roster? 6 foot right there. That's a 6-inch size difference. Dantes Leisure, glass, no. Tip up.
Nice.
Turner, no. Black right. Turner. Shot up, air ball, Black right, whistle. One of the things that has limited as Black right is going to go to the foul line. He's got 7. And that foul was on Todd, but
is that Todd's second?
Yes, it is. He's been a double-double machine the last couple of games, and it's just limited his effectiveness. First shot up and in. Marquet now with 8, but 5 were very early, and then we didn't hear from him again in the first half. Substitutions: Carlos Chavez, number 10 for Lorain, 15 Michael Evans for Clearview. Second shot up and good. Marquet now with 9 in the ball game, 32-30 Lorain, 2:40 to go, third quarter.
I just think Lorain, the Titans, have to crank up the heat defensively, start getting in passing lanes, scoring off of
the zone has made them passive everywhere.
Yeah,
Whistle and the foul as Todd drives baseline. Mahaffey's going to get the foul, and you saw the stunned look on his face. You have to get outside the lane and challenge that. If you challenge that in the paint, it's going to go against you every time. Bad pass on the open inbound play, and back comes Turner. Had Black right ahead of the field, but doubles back. Down the lane, floater, no. Tipped out of bounds to Lorain. That might be their best offense there, Bob. Just throw it up and go get it. Whistle, timeout, Brian Clark. 2:13 to go in the third quarter. Lorain 32, Clearview 30.
Well, that gives me a chance again, Jay, to mention Lorain School Employees Credit Union. Again, if you're retired or if you're a current employee, then pay close attention to the following. Don't get a 3-second call with low interest rates on your investments. Step up to the line, shoot your way to success at the Lorain School Employees Credit Union. We'll fast break the competition. Choose a CD and watch your APY score the max. 282-4600. Lorain School Employees Credit Union, 4459 Oberlin Avenue, Suite 101.
Well, Bob, I don't know if they did any crowd shots, but this is the most kids the freshmen will play in front of all year. If you get a look across the way, there are aisles, and there is a spot for the pep band that's even started to fill in.
Jay, I coached freshman basketball for more years than I want to say, and I have never seen a crowd this size for a freshman game.
Black right inbounds to Mahaffey. Turner down the lane, pass off. Chavez back up top to Mahaffey. Walter Turner, baseline move, double team. Passed it off to Chavez, swatted away. Back to Javon Lane. Turner again. As he grows as a player, Turner's going to realize that you don't need to fake when there's nobody in front of you. He can, there's a natural gap there if he wants to go. But look at how passive Lorain has become once again. The one-hand bowling ball pass down into the lane and back out. Lane, jump stop in the lane, nice move. Volleyballed around, it's on the floor. First down, Clearview. Back comes Billings. He gets bounced around a little bit and gets it across over to Todd off a deflection. Never met one he didn't like.
Todd is not bashful.
I hope he gets a quantity discount. Number 11, Jacob Collier.
You know, down at the offensive end, the Titans have some players who can penetrate the seams, but you've got to reverse that basketball, get it moving, and attack that zone as it closes out. You're not going to get it on one pass. Wow, is that packed in?
Well, I mean, Lorain has scored 13 points in almost 2 quarters now. There's a 2 points for Javon Lane. 2-pointer, 34-30 Lorain, under a minute in the third, but they had 19 in the first quarter. Knocked away there, it's saved, and here comes Turner. Knocked away from him. Billings picked up by Mahaffey. 35 seconds to go as Turner brings it across. Cross court, one-hander is stolen by the Clips.
Nice pass.
Billings is blocked and knocked to the deck, and if it's going to be on, well, let's see. .13 is Mahaffey. He kind of confessed when he walked away there. He's got 4, so I'm sure he'll come out. Looked like Alec Bowles there. Billings at the line is going to get 2 throws. He's got 3 points in a game on a 3-pointer. He's done a very nice job keeping them organized.
Yeah, he has. He's handled it well, hasn't turned it over.
Because, he's been by a long shot the smallest guy on the floor the whole evening. Not that size is everything, but he's had to make sure his passes weren't of the overhead variety, and he didn't try to do too much. 20 seconds to go. Lorain against the zone. That's Fuqua, 10-footer short, knocked out of bounds, stayed with Lorain off of Todd. Marquay Black right to inbound. Hunter Fuqua is the near corner. Alec Bowles, number 20, thrown away, taken away, and then centered and back floater by Chavez, no. Offensive board, Black right, whacked in the act. He'll get 2 throws. Foul is Michael Evans, number 15, his third. 4.3 seconds to go.
Clip.
And it's 35-32 now. I don't know if they wait until the end.
Just put it up.
Okay, there it is, 36-32. Substitute.
I believe it's a timeout, Clippers.
I don't think so.
No, I thought
4 seconds to go.
Yeah, that would be silly.
Use it.
Took it with teeth.
Billings gets to half court, running a 2-hander, top roof. Wow. Tipped up and in. We've played 3. 36 for Lorain, 32 for Clearview. Back with fourth quarter action right after this timeout.
One visual, and you have the lead on the right. You have the lead on the right. Sights on. Left 9 now. There we go. You got the airspeed on me. Visual. Oh, there you are. Darn, I was hoping you wouldn't see me. Yeah, it's my turn to gun track. Let's do that one again. Okay?
Just in case you didn't catch the number the first time.
Back here at Lorain High, fourth quarter, 9th grade basketball action, 36-32 Lorain as we start. This is Jamel Billings for Clearview running the point. Lorain down low down at Todd. Todd Glass, no. Rebound Soto. Billings will throw an 18-footer off the glass. Rebound bounced on the ground to Chavez, and back come the Titans. Hunter Fuqua running layup, no. Soto will come the other way. And Billings will come back and get it against the pressure at Chavez, and he'll work with Collier. Down low, Soto. Todd from the elbow, no. Fuqua, a rebound taken away. Tied up, whistle, travel as Jacob Collier rolled over with the basketball, which, you know, Bob, that's one of my pet peeves, that's not called enough when a kid's on the floor and rolls with the ball. We had a kid that went in our favor last night that slid about 12 feet diving for a loose ball with it. And
what was the call?
Timeout. 4-point lead for Lorain. Whistle foul. 15, Evans has got his fourth. Not sure what prompted that trap. 6 minutes to go. Lorain's by 4. Substitution will get Jonathan Couch back into the, guess it won't. Taken away. Here comes Billings. Turner trying to time him, and he does. Blocked out of bounds. Bob, that play right there is why you need to have 3 officials, because there was no lead official ahead of the ball there. They had the same look that we had, and I'm not going to tell you that there was or wasn't a foul there. I'm just going to say that you need somebody ahead of that play to see what went on. Inbound in the lane, taken away by Chavez, and he has it knocked away. Blackwright recovers. Turner on the run, down the lane, had it, lost it. Bob, you've coached freshman basketball and seen a lot more games than I. What's your the smoothness of play in terms of how the officiating is affected?
I think the officiating has been good, Jay. I really do.
That's why I asked, because I thought the same thing. You have kids looking for fouls both ways, but it's been very consistent.
Right. They have overlooked what they should overlook.
Hunter Fuqua, backside rebound, no, knocked out of bounds. Off of Soto. Okay, that's what I expected you to say, but
no question.
I had to ask. Turner looks inside and heaves it into a crowd. Picks it up back out between the circles. Near side now, Hunter Fuqua, Walter Turner. Over Alec Bowles and into the crowd.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Clark take a TO very soon, because the Titans are getting very sloppy, starting to force some things. I know he can't approve it. He's got to.
Well, one of the things I was going to say, Bob, I'm looking down on the bench just to see if Deshaun Brooks, 24, is down there, or if something happened. He was very effective in his minutes. We just haven't seen him much this half. Up, under, and good. That was Mr. Todd with 12 points.
For a freshman, Jay, that was pretty good post footwork.
Yes, it was. Off to Marquay Blackwright. Too long. Rebound to Couch. Up ahead to Billings. Clearview down 2, has a chance to tie. Take the lead with a 3. Soto into the lane, off the glass
Soto
and
can
in.
Play. Soto can play. If he grows a couple of inches, he's going to be a nice little player.
36 all with 4:20 to go. Javon Lane, Alec Bowles.
See, I think you could cut in from the backside, even though that's packed in. I think there's a hole there. There it is.
Well, off the glass and in, Carlos Chavez puts Lorain back on top. Back quickly come the Clips, turned over as Fuqua recovers it, up to Blackwright. And the pace picks up, so does the body language for Lorain. Inside again to that high post and then back out. Lane crossed over off the glass, no. Rebound, kicked out. Billings will pick it out. He's between 2. Pass off. Soto didn't bank it. And Lorain will rebound. Bob, we have a saying, bank it or dunk it.
That's right.
And when you're Soto's side, it's the or dunk it doesn't come into effect there. .308 to go as the Titans work it inside again off Chavez on the floor. Still down there. They'll call a held ball. A little slow on the whistle maybe there, but it'll stay with Lorain. You just like to see that. I like to see that quicker so nobody gets hurt, because tempers flare and people get stepped on in those situations. Err on the side of caution. throwing three.
Oh,
Bowles, stick and stay. No, didn't. Came out. Picked up on the backside by Black right. There was enough contact there that he couldn't get it to the bottom of the board.
Jay, this free throw opportunity gives us the opportunity to talk about TV20. TV20 is your multimedia outlet for all that's happening in Lorain. Visit Lorain School's TV20 Facebook page for information, pictures, and a link to our new YouTube channel for on-demand viewing for all TV20 games, concerts, and events. Like us for a chance to win great prizes. With Lorain High's Club TV20, catch the best and most extensive coverage in Northeastern Ohio. You can also follow us on Twitter for scoring updates. We're also on Time Warner Cable Channel 20, obviously. Joe Bach does a heck of a job with
Mr. Multimedia.
All of that.
He's the Rupert Murdoch of Lorain City Schools media. And I mean that in a complimentary way.
See, Todd had a little drop step there.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty well done. He's been well schooled on post moves.
Todd's going to go to the line for 2 throws.
You know, his perimeter shots have had plenty of lift, Jay. It's been from the line where he's been very flat. Let's see if he gets this one up in the air.
He just needs to get, I think he needs to get the lower body a little bit more involved. He's got a very narrow base and you know, a little bit flat-footed with everything.
But he has a nice little release to his
shot.
Does.
Yes, he does.
He's going to be a player. And again, I was on the floor before the game and looked around, and he has to be 6'3".
You know, we were talking about that yesterday at lunch. It's like a golf swing. You can look a lot of different ways, but it's where you're at when you make contact with the ball. And for a shooter, it's how do you look when you let it go. Yep. And he certainly has the follow through with the wrist and arm action. Out of bounds to Lorain there. Jonathan Couch and Mahaffey tussling into the crowd for it. 39-37, 2.5 minutes to go as Lorain comes up against the 2-3 zone. This is Robert Mahaffey. Javon Lane, Hunter Fuqua are the perimeter guys. Inside now, Quentin Pardon, 33 at the high post, and Alec Bowles along the baseline. Either the ball's got to move or the body's got to move, Bob, and everything's stagnant right now.
Well, this might be by design right here. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Clark is trying to work the clock, which in some ways works to the Clippers' benefit because they're
only down a possession.
Right, they want to shorten the game. But
both teams with 5 team fouls should it come to matter. Minute 45 to go. Fuqua.
It's become obvious to me this is by design. They're doing a pretty nice job.
Fuqua.
I think Soto's
Hunter's got the bad look because every time he looks, he can't see Coach Clark. Bowles hoisted one up. It's rebounded by Collier for Clearview. Whistle, timeout, Chad Sally. Let's see, do we have a full or a 30? We have a full timeout, Bob, so minute 27 to go. Clearview with the ball, and he put him in a tough spot.
You know, we should talk for a moment. I'm sure many people of our listeners have wondered where have you been? You're never here anymore.
Well, I retired from Lorain City Schools at the end of October, and STRS forces me on a little hiatus. But this is also my 3rd year as a volunteer basketball coach down in Medina with Anthony Stacy, who a lot of local basketball fans will remember, is my boss now, the head coach. And
you guys are doing very well in what I think is the area's toughest division.
Somebody last night referred to it as the toughest public school league in Ohio.
No question.
Yeah, we beat the defending state champs
last night.
And you know what it did is it dropped them to 5th in our league. We're tied. You know, after 5 games, we're 4-1 in the league, tied with Shaker Heights, who's very good.
Who was Shaker's lost to?
Shaker lost to Garfield.
Okay.
Who's got some players. And Brunswick, who started out really badly, is 9-4.
Yep.
And has a win over Mentor as well. Mentor and then Strongsville, one of the larger schools in the state of Ohio. 39-37 Lorain as Clearview walks it up. Jamel Billings. He'd be my vote for MVP for the Clips. Todd down low, turns and put it in over Black right. Nice post move, and we're tied up.
He felt the defense. He feels the defense.
Knocked away by Billings. He's got a steal and a loner. Left hands it up and off the front of the rim. What I liked is that he went with the left. That's Mahaffey on him. Whistle. That's going to be an interesting call there. Billings is going to get it. What'd you think of that one, Bob, the call?
To tell you the truth, Jay, I didn't see it.
I thought it was just a no call. Mahaffey had his arm out as well. I think his reaction when the whistle blew was, I hope it's not mine. And I think it was just a play on, but it didn't matter. It's not 1-1 yet. 39 all, 50 seconds to go. The Titans up top, Lane. They're tipped away there by Couch. Let's reset it for Lorain. Javon Lane, number 3, is at the point. 20, Alec Bowles, and 13, Rob Mahaffey are on the wing. Marquay Black right will inbound at 35. He's been running the baseline, and Carlos Chavez is the mid-post guy, number 10, and he's been very effective, most effective in that role. There's a time knock away there, and going to stay to Lorain?
I believe so.
Okay.
Bad place to take the ball.
Very tough. But your advantage is you're inbounding it against the zone. So it should be a little bit easier, and you have size all over the place. Mahaffey now up top. Lane on the right wing. And he'll come back to the top. We're under 30 seconds to play. I think Coach Clark is going to let this one go to about 15 and take a timeout. Back up top to Lane. Lorain's had 2 of these situations end to quarter, Bob, and they haven't gotten a good look. Mahaffey, who hasn't had a 3, had somebody fly out at him.
Down to 10.
Down to 10. Down to 6. Javon Lane over to Mahaffey. Mahaffey heaves it under pressure, front rim, no whistle.
Oh, that's a foul.
Tie up,
no
and
call.
We'll play overtime.
Oh my!
Whoa! Looked like that was either a foul or a jump ball, Bob.
Wow!
A lot of contact. Even Coach Clark is asking.
Yeah, Jay, I think that was a definite foul on the stick back.
So we've played 4 bonus basketball. We'll keep it here. We're all tied at 39. And, you know, Bob, that was a 3-point quarter for the Titans. So there it is again. We'll get the Lorain started late. There was a heave from the corner that was short, just drew iron.
Oh, my.
And like I said, it could have, if you'd have blown that and called it a jump ball, I wouldn't have been upset.
No, I wouldn't. It had to be one or the other.
I just had to be something, Jay. I thought.
Right. It had to be one or the other.
You know, Bob, there's a lot of people say, well, you have to let the kids decide the game in those situations. You can't make a call. Well, if you suspend all the rules, then you are deciding the game. And, there was something there.
Yeah, right.
I'm not going to say it was a foul. I'm not going to say it was a jump ball. But you can't say there's 2 seconds left. It's time for the kids to decide the game. Otherwise, I think you put your stamp on it as well. So we got bonus basketball, Bob. 3 minutes. The teams are tied at 39. In the fourth quarter, Lorain scored 3 points.
What did Lorain score in the third, Jay?
They scored 10 in the third.
So we've got 13 points for the half.
They had 19 in the first quarter and 20 in the last 3. So do you think the zone has been effective?
Oh, it's been very effective.
And the other thing that has been effective is it's limited the transition opportunities for Lorain.
Right, because Lorain couldn't get into its pressure, and Lorain scored a number of times off their pressure in the first quarter.
We talk a lot down in Medina about kinds of turnovers. You're better throwing it to your mom than you are to the other team, we always tell the kids. Tipped out of bounds.
That's going to go to the Clippers.
They're going to call it white ball.
Oh, jeez.
And so with 2:58 to go, Black right, this is Lane. Bowles, Mahaffey up top. Chavez in the middle, Black right on the baseline. For Clearview, you've got 3 Billings and 11 Collier. 25 Couch, 23 Todd, 33 Soto.
They could
stand there and we could do this until somebody finally makes a basket.
Exactly.
What's your feeling, Bob? What do you want to play?
Oh, absolutely. I'd like to play, and you know, again, I'd like to see the Titans reverse the basketball, find out who's guarding the wing. And
well, I mean, you can see who's guarding the wing up here because.
Well, then the baseline's wide open.
And it is. I mean, Mark Way's doing jumping jacks back there.
But we're just not looking. And that opens up a whole lot of possibilities when you get the ball down to the baseline.
Down to 2 minutes. That's a minute without penetrating the volleyball line. And if I'm Chad Sally,
I would be happy if I'm Chad Sally.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're, at least physically overmatched here in terms of size. Crowd's starting to hoot. I think they're hooting because that's what crowds do in this situation. They don't know why. Minute 40.
I've never seen a freshman team hold it for a minute and a half, and that's what we have right now.
But it's been totally without pressure. The only thing you have to do is remember if you have it so you don't travel. Otherwise, he doesn't have to move. I mean, every time he dribbles it, it's a waste of energy. He could stand there. See? Not guarded. 1:15 to go.
Wow, that's 2 minutes.
Almost. I'm stunned Clearview's up as high as they are. But I look over, I keep looking at Mahaffey and Billings, and they're 6-7 inches in difference. If Clearview's going to try and match up.
I think they are right now.
I don't think so, because there's nobody guarding Markway Black-Wright on the baseline. They don't even know he's back there, Bob. Take a look. He is behind the defense. 45 seconds to go. Bowles, Lane, Bowles.
Lane.
40 seconds to go.
This is incredible.
Bowles. What's the worst thing that can happen? We have another jump ball? Mahaffey.
Down to 29.
Yeah. You might as well play for one. 25 seconds. Mahaffey. Now Clearview's going to say, Coach Sally says, get back there. Lane with 15 seconds. Mahaffey gives them leverage at the top. Down the lane, kick out, Bowles, 3, foul.
Fouled on the shot, Jay.
Going to get 3 throws. Wow. There's 7.1 seconds left. That I know. The foul is on 25, Jonathan Couch, his second.
Is that on a 3, Jay, or a 2?
It's on a 3.
Okay.
Alec Bowles is going to shoot 3. He has not been to the line. He has 5 points, a 3 in the first half, a 2 in the second half. We haven't had a shot since halftime. First one up, no, back rim. Each one you miss, the rim gets smaller here. Second shot. Dips it, flips it, front rim, no.
Wow.
Now we are, here comes a substitution, Walter Turner.
Well, the Clippers are going to have 7 seconds.
And a timeout.
And the opportunity to score a basket and win the game.
Yeah, no matter what happens here. No matter what happens here.
I have never, Jay, and I've seen many freshman games, one team have a possession that lasted, what was that, 2 minutes?
2 minutes and 53
seconds. Ever.
Well, Bob, if you were going to see it, it was going to be like that. They were virtually unguarded for 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
But you know, Jay, with freshmen, something usually happens.
Yeah, you're right. That's when you don't want
goofy
you get
usually happens.
Like a 3-second call.
Yeah, like a 3-second call. Somebody, I mean,
somebody steps on, they're unguarded and they step on the half-court line.
Exactly.
Like I said, they forget that they have the ball and travel. Okay, the official coming back into the frame now. Bowles is at the line. He's 0 for 2. We're still tied at 39. Third shot on its way. He got that one.
Okay, Clips have a chance.
6 points. Billings, center of the court. Cross court, intercepted, and a whistle and a travel.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them put a second back
I
on
would
the
think
clock.
that there's about a second on the clock here.
Timeout, Clearview.
Now the officials are together at half court. Bob.
The question is, I think, in my opinion, Jay, there should be 1 full second more added to make it 1.6. Would be my guess.
And with the clock set up the way it is, I've never liked where the timeout is counted down on the scoreboard. If they're going to add time, you don't know it. So the situation as we know it is 40-39 Lorain in overtime.
With .6.
Clearview will have the ball. It'll be interesting to see because inside the arc, I would think it almost should be underneath, although both officials have pointed to the sideline.
Jay, if it stays at .6, can you inbound and get a shot off?
Yes, that you can do.
I'm not talking about a tip or a swat.
No, you can catch and shoot.
A shot, catch and shoot.
That's it. I mean, it's got to be catch and shoot.
And we're staying at .6.
We are staying at .6. So
one of the things the Titans don't want to do here.
No, it's 1.6, Bob. You called it.
I thought it should be right about 1.6.
Now let's see where the ball goes.
This changes everything.
And obviously they told both coaches because nobody reacted surprised. Clearview will unbound under the baseline, which is the right spot. Now White will take a timeout once they see the setup. So, well, Brian Clark got a look at the box formation and Soto taking the ball out of bounds and call timeout to talk about what do we want to do when they cross, because the last time they were in this situation, Clearview got a wide open layup on a cross screen.
I couldn't tell if that was a little pick for the picker play or if I believe it was just Todd just dove into a hole that he saw.
I think he picked and spun back is what I think happened. You're right. I mean, and so we'll see what happens here. Now, in this chess game that becomes here, Brian Clark is setting up defense to defend what he saw and thinks the play will be, which has to be some sort of a pick for the picker.
Defenders on the baseline, Jay, in my opinion, should zone it. They shouldn't move. Don't be influenced if somebody steps away to go up and set a back pick. Don't be influenced in any way if an offensive player goes to the left or right.
I'll tell you
something else.
Play
it like a zone.
I think you do is you take whoever is guarding the inbounder and you stick him with his head right under the basket to deter open looks under there. 40-39, so you really don't have a foul to give. It's a little bit wide of the lane. Jonathan Couch will inbound. And there, Mahaffey is under the basket, so Couch will have a good look. There's a double screen for Todd. Inbounds hook shot up and no.
Wow.
He had a look. That was Jacob Collier. He had a great look.
Wow.
And Lorain's going to escape. 40-39 as they dominate the overtime 1-0.
Jay, that was a very entertaining
That was
game.
a lot of fun to watch.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun to watch, Bob.
Well done by both teams.
And you know what? We're gonna keep it here and wrap it up, and I'm gonna sum things up here, and I'll do my math as we go. For the Clips, who fall to 8-2 on the season. And they did a real nice job after giving up 19 points in the first quarter and 15 points in the first 3.5 minutes. They shut down the Lorain offense with the effective use of the zone and slowing the tempo. Jamel Billings had 5 points, a three-pointer and 2 of 2 at the line, and I thought he was key in their march. Jacob Collier, a basket for 2. Mikel Evans, a basket for 2. Jonathan Couch had 2 and a 3 for 5. Jeremiah Soto had 8 points on 4 baskets. Tracy Daniels a basket and 2. And Terry Todd had 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 points to lead the Clippers for a total of 39. For the Titans, who moved to 7-5 on the year, Javon Lane a basket for 2. Carlos Chavez a basket in each half for 4. Walter Turner 10 points in the first half, didn't score in the second for a total of 10. Alec Bowles had 6 points, a 3-pointer in the first half, a 2-pointer in the second half, and 1 of 3 at the line with 7.1 seconds to go in overtime.
Hit the big one.
Deshaun Brooks had 3 baskets in the first half, 6 points. And Marquay Black-Wright had 5 points in the first half, 2, 4, 6, 7 points in the second half for 12 to lead the Titans. 40 for Lorain, 39 for Clearview, and as entertaining a game as you can see at the freshman level, Bob.
A lot of fun. I see future players on both squads, Jay. No names, please, but I see future players. That was fun.
Well, Bob, we can tell our viewers this. We're going to take a step away here as the JVs warm up, but if you stay tuned, you'll get doubleheader action as the Lorain Titan JVs will host the Clearview Clipper JVs. Back with more right after these timeouts.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.